and then this is sort of my pitch for the difference between mission and vision is that, okay, so great. We have patients that need these things, and from that we provide health care, and if we do all of those things, we'll be just like every other hospital, right? That's just what a hospital does.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe how often good came up as the word that we wanted to use was, we want to do good at all of these things. Well, that's perfect, but everybody does good. So the vision basically says, unlike our competitors, we are better in these ways. We believe that as San Ramon, we are going to be considered this by this body by this date. Right? That's our vision for this place. And again, Lean is always done in the service of that. This is a YouTube video from Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and I use it to describe why problem solving should take place at the Gemba. And in this video, have you ever seen the movie? Yeah, so remember he's with Kunu and he's trying to learn how to surf, and he kept saying, do less, do less. You gotta do less. And he's trying to learn how to surf from the beach side, but you can't learn how to surf academically or in discussion. You have to get your ass out on the ocean and just try to surf.
Yeah. Okay.
And the same applies with problem solving on the Gemba. You can't really know true reality until you just get out there and start playing with stuff. And of course, that's the pitch for the Gemba's where the real people are. The process experts, right? Gary Sloan, and no matter how knowledgeable you are, there is nobody who knows more about the work that you do than you. You are the expert in what you do. The best CNO in the world, at their very best, can have a general understanding of what the hell goes on in a hospital. It is physically impossible for us to understand everything that goes on at a process level, and it's okay. But many times we convince ourselves, I've got to be the expert because I'm the top dog and I know everything. This is about acknowledging and recognizing that there's a lot of stuff that happens in this building that people don't know about, that only the frontline staff can recognize. I might delete this slide altogether, but this is the purpose is to connect all these whiteboards together, right? This is why they exist, and this is what gets done at each level. This is a slide I use to try and paint the picture of what a tier 2 balance scorecard by a department would look like. So if you look at, this is a hospital level balance scorecard, and we all know the measures that are in those boxes, or at least you and I do. But what are they for emergency services? Well, for cost, OT is a big one. Premium labor is a big one. For growth, LWATs, admit length of stay, discharge length of stay, you could argue that service as well. For quality, mortality in the ER, sepsis bundle compliance, PSMS. Distinctly unique to emergency services. And if I'm better at some of these than I am others, which probably are, that's how I want a Gemba. That's how I want to problem solve on the Gemba board. And the same applies for all these. They have unique indicators unique to their service line. And by the way, some of these, like these top two, these will be reflected on the glass wall, guaranteed. Glass wall is going to have LWATs on it. It's going to have OT on it. Might not have mortality on it, but it might. Laboratory and imaging are ancillary. These two, this is the business of hospitals, emergency and nursing services. These are support services. So their balanced scorecard is going to be unique to them. You're never going to see turnaround time for radiology on a glass wall. You're just not. That's not the business of the hospital. But it is relevant to the business of the hospital from a service standpoint. Thus, the need for a tier 2.